This is Ryan. And I am Emma. Built in 1975, this steel vessel for the Tasmanian government served as a police and fisheries vessel. She was then converted into a fully functional homely cruiser. This is MV Genesis.
I'm just setting up to clean the clears that go on the side of the boat. We've got rain coming, so it'll be nice to have them up so we can still sit out on the back deck. I've got some Jif and I've got the Ryobi buffer. Let's see how this goes. Definitely starting to look a lot cleaner, so I'm going to finish this side, flip it over and do the other side, and then rinse it off, ready to hang up. I'm going to hang this side up and wash it down.
Didn't film it, but we had a series of these on here. They'd come off, so I brought all new ones. The other ones were different colour. They were the black ones, and don't know if you can see here where I've patched up the holes. It had the old clips on there. Some of them are on an angle, some of them are in different positions, not straight up and down like I've done it. And yeah, a really cool thing that someone did was they'd up those push snap buttons on here for some reason, I don't know, and they had riveted them into this hardwood. Yeah, learn something new every day. Well, here we are, another day. That didn't work. Don't know what happened. I've had to sand it. When I painted it, it ended up with runs in it that didn't dry, so I've had to sand that back, and I'll try again. Didn't film unbolting this because after mucking around on the engine, it was 37 degrees in the engine room, and I did this in my underpants because I was sweating so much. But yeah, that's not supposed to be like that. That's the off the exhaust, obviously the flex joint for it, and yeah, no, that's not good.
Sundowner time! Oh, delicious. Espresso martinis today. Frozen espresso martinis. Cheers, everyone!
Right, so we're going to be sticking the rub rail trim back on the tender. It obviously the age of the boat, it's started to come loose, and then while we were away a storm came along and got it blowing in the breeze and it ripped it all the way off. So I've spent a couple of days sanding it and cleaning it all up, and now we're gonna glue it back on and hopefully it stays on. Just gonna mix up the glue and then start that process.
$15 mils of hardener in the 250 ml jar of adhesive. Mixing up two, one will go on the rub rail and one will go on the boat. And we'll see how far it gets us. The rub rail is now on. A quick and easy job. Definitely not coming off. There's no gaps in between. Happy?
All good. So now we're going to set up the shade. Goes all the way over the top here, out the front somehow. I brought a couple of poles the other day because it didn't have the poles with it, but we'll set it up to see what it looks like. Stores away in the box there. Yeah, I'll grab it out.
Ow, it's hot. Now 100% looks the correct shape for this. I was still trying to figure out how this should sit properly. It does create a lot of shade underneath.
Maybe this is another option of how you can set it up. We're not sure. With the amount of different places you can put poles. The first setup's definitely for shading it, but there's not much room to sit underneath. It's a bit close to your head. But we don't have optional extra straps to hold it to the handrail in this configuration.
It allows the breeze to come under like this. It would be comfortable to sit under here in the evening. We're going for a little dinghy ride just outside of the marina and down the creek a little bit, just to get off the boat and get a bit of fresh air. It's a really nice day and we've got a couple of early sundowners today. Let's go. Low Bay Marina, just behind the rock wall. There's a nice little tavern up here. We did come here over Christmas for something to eat, and we might come back in the tinny in a couple of days and see what they have to offer at the marina. South Stradbroke Island, North Stradbroke Island.
Another day, more boat jobs. Gonna put access ladder so we can get in and out of the tinny, or more my elderly friends can. So we're gonna stick it on the back here, so then it'll make getting out of the water after a swim, snorkel, or go and spearfishing, something like that. Just screw it on there. Voila. There you go.
Perfect for spearfishing.
Oh, the sunset's beauty, can't you see? A canvas painted just for me. As the sky turns deep and wide, the sun bows down, we feel the ride.
Fun fact, if you walk faster, you get less wet in the rain.
Day 5 of rain. We're off to Bunnings again. Woohoo! I'm just going to do this to annoy you. We topped up the day tank at the Bowser. When we bought the boat, we thought we had a 350 litre day tank. That is what we were told by the previous owners. After emptying the day tank and filling it all the way to the tippy top, we carry 800 litres in the day tank. Now I can calculate how much our hourly usage is. Some steady rain today. We do have our side covers up, so at least we can sit out the back and stay dry. While it's raining, I have chicken drumsticks cooking in the wood fire. I might even set up a movie or something inside shortly.
So I've just changed out the prop because it seems to slip when you give it full noise when you go to take off in the tinny. So just buying a spare prop. You know, discovered this after taking it for a good run a couple of days ago to test it out when it stops raining and see if it's any better.
Look how crap the screws are in the roof. We've gone round and we've put covers throughout the whole boat. Outside, in the saloon, and downstairs in the bathroom. Another rainy morning, but I have my coffee and I'm outside.
It's the feed pump for the water maker. Doesn't seem to be feeding the water properly. And as usual, now when I've screwed it back together, now it's trying to leak water out of it.
One step forward, one step back.
As it went for a bit. And now it's buggered. I think it's worn out. Give it another go. It's buggered. Run the TV cord behind the TV into a plug? Nah, mate. Don't worry about that. Just run it around the corner of the frame. Plug it in like that. That's sweet as. Stop being so technical.
At least it's dry under here. Got another job on the list today, sanding the wooden frame on the barbecue table. I've already done 3 of the sides. Just got to finish the last little bit and then we will paint and varnish.
Don't know if you can hear me, but for the past 30 minutes I've been behind the engine, upside down, getting out the equivalent of that part there on the other side of the engine, then behind the back. This bit off the injector pump has turned into a retic sprinkler coming out that hole. I don't know what this doodacky is called. I just know it's fucked. This one's got the paint on it. That one's black. So I'm guessing at some stage that one broke as well. Now to go to the shop, injector pump shop, and use the incorrect words to tell the man what's going on. So this big hose is connected on there and ran all the way around the boat for you to use when you want to rinse the anchor off when it's coming off, or possibility was set up like that for in case of a fire or something like that, but we can't disconnect it from here, so I've just chopped that there, just about got this up. There you go. And gonna put this on here, this cam lock fitting, so then you can connect it on here, and that way the hose can be out of the way until you actually need it and look a bit tidy. Put a bit of plumber's witchcraft on here. Got to go easy with this knife here. It's go to hospital sharp. Got to tighten this up, but there you go. Been asked a couple of times about the Maron board that goes up and down and how exactly that works. So rather than me flap my gums, I'll film it and you'll be able to have a look. So these cables go up to the roof. There's one there, and you can see it's just running on little pulleys, well, wheels there. So there's one cable there and one there, and it obviously runs up here, and that one runs up there onto the roof. We'll go up there and I'll show you. And so there's the cables down there, obviously coming up there around this pulley from the other side there to here. See if I can flip this off with one hand and probably crush my foot. Behold. So the cables come around. The ram is obviously pushing out, lowers it down, ram pulls back, pulls up the cables, and lifts the Maron board up. Hefuna, Pacquiao magic. The reason I've got that off is because the bolts are broken off, so it only had one holding that cover on. So I'll put that back on there. On the left there is the bit I took to the bolt shop and said, hey my man, that's all I've got. Help me out. They're bolting it down. Ah, but are you using Tef gel, Ryan? Of course I am. Not a wild animal. Not that rough. Ha. Fun fact about Tef gel that a lot of people don't know. It was actually invented by Ezekiel Tefelgel. In 1947, he was trying to come up with a product to be in competition with Brill Cream, which was all the rage at the time. But while working on it in his shed, he went from inventing this new product, to be in competition with Brill Cream, and he was working on his lawnmower, and while putting it back together, he was obviously all over his hands. And a week later, when he came back and realised that he hadn't fixed his lawnmower and had to pull it apart, all the bolts and stuff he put in weren't seized and came straight out. And as such, came up with Tef gel. And of course, due to all the chemicals he was experimenting with to create his competition product, Brill Cream, all his hair fell out, so he didn't really need to come up with that anyway. So he just stuck with this one and, made a fortune. Don't believe me? Look it up. So we've gone from one bent, broken off bolt to 8 new ones holding that on. Well, it did have 3 of these But yeah, I think we're on the improve. Just got to put this rail on there now. So, thought I'd put these bolts in, but half a hole out on both of those. Don't know if you can see that. Ah, quick, easy job. Just put some bolts in. No, mate. So, here we go. Instead of just those 2 bolts, now we got those 2 and the 2 that were missing there. Got the 8 instead of one snapped off one. While I was laying here in this puddle of water, putting the other 2 in there. Ah, look what's under there. 2 missing bolts. Oh well, it was fun driving all the way to the shop